Today we're going to be looking at the three types of addition or subtraction problems that our kiddos are going to be looking at. And this is really the concept behind addition and subtraction. The first one that we're looking at is addition, and we want our kiddos to know that this is the concept of combining. It's not just that they're looking at just the term addition, but really understanding what it means and that you're combining two or more sets. For example, in this one, I would have, for example, 138 songs on my iPod, and I purchased 94 more, and so I'm looking for the complete amount. We also look at that as a part whole. I know part, and I'm looking to find the whole, which is the reason why I have to combine them. Okay, the next parts are going to be subtraction. These are going to be a little bit harder. The first one we're going to look at is probably the hardest one for kiddos to really act out and understand, and that is subtraction, where they're really comparing. And this is going to be, for example, you could say, I had some, which I don't know how much it was, so that's why we'd put that box. I got 448 more, and now I have 676, or the opposite of that. If I had 448 songs, I purchased some, so now I have 676 songs. And our kiddos have to look at what I'm really comparing here is that I have a bigger amount and I have a smaller amount, and I'm looking for the difference. So they would have to turn that around, because they would have to see that these two amounts here were combined to be this amount. So I can, because of the properties of subtraction, I can take the full total amount and subtract the part amount. And so in our part whole map, we would see something like this, that I'm missing a part. I know one of the parts, and so I have the whole, so I have to work backwards here. Take this bigger number, compare it with the smaller number to see what was added up to get this larger number. And then our last concept is separating, and that is also a subtraction concept. And this is going to be that I had 676 like shoes, and I gave away or sold 448 more. And so I would look for how many I have left. So this is going to be something was eaten, something was lost, something was taken away, but it is being separated from the whole amount. And so our part whole map is still the same, in which I know the whole, I'm just looking for the missing part, and so that's why I am subtracting. Now I wanted to share just one final thing, and that is going to be one of our harder concepts for our kiddos, and that's going to be that I had an amount and some left, and so I'm left with a smaller amount. And in here, what they're going to have to do is, again, thinking backwards, that because I have a smaller amount now, that this amount here has to be bigger. So working backwards, you could like kind of have the idea of that I pretend like I didn't lose these 72. And so what I would have to do to figure out this amount is I really do have the two parts. It's just that a part is down here. I'm really looking for the whole amount. So even though this is subtraction, I have to solve this by working backwards and adding my two parts to be the whole.